We are a small agro-processing company. We produce mainly vegetable chips, snacks, drinks, punches, juices. I employ mainly single parents. I have a passion for that because I became a single parent some 16 years ago, and so I take up the opportunity to make sure that I employ single parents so that they can get a salary to sustain them. Snacking is an everyday thing. It is not something that I thought through. It's just that hard times hit me. And when that happened, I had to think, and I had to think fast. So I went into my kitchen. I had some bananas, I had some plantains, and I tried it out. I gave it out to the children as samples. They liked it, I tried it. We fried some plantain the first day and I tied them in ice lolly bags. That's how I started off. When I started, I mainly started just to have money every day to send my kids to school, for the lunch kits and so on. And it just grew. It wasn't me, it wasn't a part of me. I started off as an inventory clerk. I like stock taking, I like, doing the entries and stuff. So that was my job. I never dreamed of becoming a business person, but becoming a single parent pushed me to do something different. It was about me wanting to have my children fed. That was my main objective. When the pandemic first was announced on the news, it was somewhere in China, I think, at the time. We were not prepared. We were just planning to go on a trade mission. That was a very exciting trip. We went out there and we were sourcing new market. It seemed very promising. We hit St. Lucia on the 9th of March. I think that was just before curfew and quarantine and all these things started happening. And we were very excited because we met new people, we were going to dive into new markets, and COVID put a halt on all of that. The most devastating thing was when all of the tour companies were forced to shut down. We supply, I would say, probably 80% of the tour companies. That's where my salaries came from. That's where my loan payment came from. Every single thing came from there. The Macy's and the MNC's did the minimum. We sell a lot there, but we have big bills. And that was a blow, so I had to think and think fast. What I did was to speak to a young man who is cousin to my children. He was a little on the troublesome side, but he's a good kid. So he came by, we spoke, and he decided, I am going to do the road sales. So we tried it out for the first time, and it worked. This guy actually went out there and sold 100 chips in one day, 100 packets of chips in one day. So we decided we're going to make juice, we're going to make sea moss, we're going to make other snacks and stuff. And we sent him out, and it worked, and it is still working. So now we have 3 people on the streets, and it's working wonders. It's not doing what we used to do. It's not making the amount of money we used to make, but it's keeping us afloat. We're afloat to a certain extent. I was driving to work and I saw all these long lines at the supermarkets. Every single supermarket had a long line. And we decided, okay, if these young men can target these people on the outside, we get the sale before they even go into the supermarket. We have products in the supermarket, but some people were amazed at the way these young men were going at it. They made their own tagline, they have their sentences going on, and it just works. It works. So we're going with the flow. We are using different strategies. Some are working, some are not. And I am not ready to give up. COVID will not stop us. We are currently doing Saint Martin, Martinique, Guadeloupe, the French markets, and other people are interested. So we are going regional, and so we can go global, international. So we will not stop because COVID is here, we will strive.